All right, class, we are on page 43 in our notebook. On the top right-hand corner, lesson I-2. All right, our first word is husband. That's a two-way word. How do we say husband to spell it? Good, husband. What's the first syllable? Good, hus. And which z do we use? Good, z. All right, you can do everything else without any help, I'm sure. After you've written it, do the markings. And since this is a two-way word, it will need a thinking cap. All right, if you haven't finished, pause the video I'm about to show you. All right, great. Might need to show you for a second or so longer. All right, the next word is book. Which do we use in book? And which k? Good, line letter k. So write that and mark it. All right, if you haven't finished, pause the video. All right, the next word is keep. What's the word? Good, keep. And which k do we use in keep? Good, line letter k. All right, write it. Say the sounds while you write it and then mark it. If you haven't finished, pause the video. Good. All right, the next word is a review word. It's calf. How do we say calf to spell it? Good, we say calf, right? And mark calf. If you haven't finished, pause the video. All right, now we're going to make the singular calf into the plural. We say calves. When we're talking, how do we say it to spell it? Good, calves. So what are we going to change that f to? Good, of. We can't just add s though. What do we have to add? Good, silent E, and then that s, z. So go ahead and write and mark calves. Remember, we've got that silent letter. All right, if you haven't finished, pause the video. All right, our next word is knife. I'm happy because we've had this two-letter N so much recently that I bet you have it memorized by now, just between yesterday and today. All right, in knife, which N do we use? Good, two-letter N used only at the beginning of a base word. So go ahead and write knife and then mark it. All right, once again, since this ends with F or FE, we don't always do that, but we often do. So to make this plural, what are we going to change this to? Good, of, and then you can add what we need to add to make it plural. So go ahead and write knives. Say the sounds while you write them. All right. Nice job. Now we're just going to write a couple of sentences, so get your practice paper out. All right, before we write them, after we finished writing our sentence, we're always going to put our pencil down, read our sentence, and check it. All right, so we're looking for, it starts with what kind of letter? A capital letter, ends with an end mark. And then the other thing, if I give you the sentence, the other thing to check is make sure you have all the words that I said. If you wrote every word I said, it's going to have a subject and a predicate, and it's going to make sense. All right. Okay. Our first sentence is, and we have a contraction at the beginning. So that means we're going to have to replace a letter with an apostrophe. All right. Our first sentence is, don't take my book. Don't start writing yet. Make a picture of it. Don't take my book. Class, what's the sentence? Good. Don't take my book. All right, so write it. Put your pencil down. Actually, so you'll pause the video. As soon as I finish talking, write it, put your pencil down, and check it. All right, class, what sentence did you just write? Good. Don't take my book. All right, and the way I said it, don't take my book. What kind of end mark was I using? I was using an exclamation point. All right, so what kind of sentence uses an exclamation point? It kind of sounds like the word the beginning of the word exclamation because it has the same base word. It's an exclamatory sentence. Can you say that with me? Exclamatory. Good. That just means it shows strong emotions. All right. And I'm writing this one out for you because I want you to be able to check if I'm not seeing you in person. Make sure you got your contraction. Correct? Take, that was a review word. Okay. Don't take my book. What kind of sentence? Good, exclamatory. Oh, now we're just going to practice making a singular noun plural. What do we usually add to a singular noun to make it plural? Good, s, z. The next sentence is, I like books. One more time, the sentence is, I like books. Class, what's the sentence? Good, I like books. So pause the video, write it, and then check it. All right, class, what sentence did you just write? Good, I like books. That sentence is making a statement. What do we call a sentence that makes a statement? We call it declarative. Can you say that with me? Declarative. Good. What kind of end mark does a declarative sentence have? Good, it has a period. I like books. All right. The last sentence is, keep that chick. One more time, listen. Keep that chick. What's the sentence? Good, keep that chick. Pause the video, write it, check it. All right, class, what sentence did you just write? Good. Keep that chick. That sentence is giving a command. It's telling you what to do. So the subject of that sentence, even though it's not written out as implied, who's the subject of the sentence? Keep that chick. It's you. You were the one I was talking to. So you were the subject of that sentence. The sentence that gives a command is called imperative. Say that with me. Imperative. Good. And what kind of end mark does an imperative sentence use? Good. An imperative sentence also uses a period. Keep that chick. All right. I hope those sentences are going well and that we're being diligent with checking them and saying the sounds while we're writing so we are spelling our words correctly. All right. Nice job, class. I will see you tomorrow.